If you haven't seen it by now, I've already beaten the Ender Dragon using only Diamond Hoe, so in this video I try to beat the entire game using it as my only weapon. Will I come out on top of the struggle? You're about to find out. Also, according to YouTube stats, only about 2% of my viewers are actually subscribed, which is pretty depressing. So if you could do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button, it would really help out the channel. This video took a really long time to make, so it would mean the world to me. It's free, and you can always change your mind and unsubscribe later. That being said, enjoy the video. Like any run, you always have to start down by cutting down your first tree, but normally, you'd be able to slaughter animals. I don't have a diamond hoe yet, so I can't do that. This put me in a really tricky spot, and I actually had to, for the first time ever, use kelp as my food source. That is really, really sad. I also tried making a farm, but it didn't really go anywhere since I'd have to wait a long time to even get one piece of bread. Once daytime came, I left my little cave and immediately got assaulted by 14 different mobs. It was going great! It was going great! It really wasn't. After escaping the witch, I went back down to set up a new base, got some more kelp, and then started work on a strip mine. So, I couldn't make a bed the night before because I wasn't able to kill animals, but instead I made shears to get the wool to make a bed, so we're all following beta guidelines here. Eventually I found a relatively safe cave, so I moved my base into it and started mining. After doing a lot more mining than I'd like to admit, I eventually found a lava pool, and I finally found a diamond!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Keyword, diamond. Yeah, pretty unlucky that I managed to find 1/2 of the 2 diamonds I need to make a diamond hoe. So, I kept mining. Then, after about 20 minutes of strip mining, diamond! I managed to find some more. This time, not a pathetic amount. Stupid! So finally, after 3 long hours, it was time. Yes, finally! I was able to fight back. Except it only did 1 damage. You see, on the bedrock version, where I had beaten the game before, the diamond hoe did about 5 damage, about a stone sword. This does 1. I can punch things, and they will take the same amount of time to kill that this hoe will. And the only difference is that the hoe is actually worse. It has durability. If it breaks, I can't fight back. When I realized this, it started to dawn on me how hard this would actually be. Realizing how big of a problem this would be, I decided to mine a little bit more so I could get some more diamonds in case I ever needed a spare. And not too soon afterwards, I found enough to make a diamond pickaxe, so that was helpful. After finding some more diamonds, I decided to head back to base and mine some obsidian, so I could make an enchantment table and a spare portal if I needed it. Then because I have the memory of a goldfish, I completely forgot to use the enchantment table. And, well, I'll just let you guess what happened next. After wrapping these piglins into their food, I found a bastion right next to spawn, which was pretty helpful in terms of getting enough gold to get ender pearls. I broke the magma spawner, and then I looted the chests, only to wish I was never born. Running out of food, I decided to head back up to the overworld and get enough to survive the nether. I also found a turtle, don't know what happened to that. After decimating enough animals to invoke Peter's wrath, I came back home and enchanted my gear. Next, I went back to the bastion and got all the gold without dying a single time. I'm just that good. After trading for a bit, I managed to get a few pearls, but not many. So out of luck, I decided to just go ahead and look for the fortress and figure it out along the way.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Seeing how many pigmen had fallen down after me, I was pretty surprised that I survived that. Getting out of the pit, I decided to keep looking for the fortress for the next 2.5 hours. On the bright side though, that did give me enough time to make up some of the pearls that I was missing. And once those 2.5 hours passed, I found the fortress. I went back to the overworld to set my spawn point with no problems whatsoever. And then got to work grinding out the blazes. Which was actually pretty easy. Oh, no it wasn't. After spending about 20 minutes straight dying and respawning, killing the blazes, I managed to get all the rods I needed, and decided to head back home through the overworld, having had my fair share of the nether. Having found a desert temple with nothing of much use, I managed to find a ruined portal after the fact, and decided to go back into the nether, because I realized that it would take way too long to go by foot in the overworld. After finding the bastion again, I traded the last pearls I needed, and then headed back to the overworld to go to the end. The only frustrating part was that I knew that this was going to take a long time. Oh, huh. I'm usually pretty bad at the end fight, so this time I had a plan. I would go in and kamikaze myself to break every one of the crystals, and then go in with my gear. After doing just that, I went back, grabbed everything I'd need, and then went back into the fight. Which I cut out a lot of because the dragon never wanted to land. Until finally, after hours and hours of trying, I did it. There was something I wanted to do though. If you may have noticed, the entire video I've had a certain item in my inventory since the Bastion, and I was gonna use it. And with the base drop and pig step, I hurled myself into the nearest lava pit, finally ending it all. I was free. But yeah, that's the end of the video. This is honestly the first time I've sat down and like put effort into a video, so I hope it turned out well. Leave any likes if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't, and if you have any comments as to how I can improve in the future or anything you want to see me make in the future, then definitely leave your suggestions in the comments below. I'll be reading them. But besides that, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day.